Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Guess what? It's a morning session. We have some morning to do. Yeah, alright, so we're looking pretty good. We've been practicing. I mean, today, it's all about the Presto still. Maybe that'll be the one to play today. I don't know. It's still the weekend. It's the morning after the last one. So, I'm feeling alright. I'm probably gonna edit this out because I don't like including info like this, but I think I'm gonna change up the format a little bit. I've always been doing talking for a while and then practice and then reacting. I think I might choose between talking and reacting and switch between them just because it's too much work. It's just too much to do both of them every day. Maybe that'll be the thing going forward, where either I'm spitting knowledge or I'm listening to someone else spit knowledge. I've been taking this time to answer comment questions, so let's take a look at the comments section. Well, so here's kind of an interesting one, actually. This one's from Jacob Ramos Guitar. You said, I'm 25 as well. Dude, what's up? You have two questions, kind of. They both kind of go hand in hand. What is one piece that you've always wanted to learn? I hate to sound like this guy, but if there's a piece I want to learn, I just freaking learn it. So the Morel Sonata was one of them. Or the Morel Sonatina. The third movement especially, because I always thought it was, cool and shreddy. I have a lot of pieces that I want to learn. I want to learn the Jose Sonata. There's a couple of Ponce sonatas that I want to learn. But I am going to learn them. I just have to finish what I'm working on now before I get there. Oh, maybe a big dream piece of mine. The Lubit Soar variations. That one's pretty crazy. Maybe I'll learn that on the channel. For a more serious question, how do you personally maintain motivation to finish a piece? For me, personally, I try to keep in mind why I started the piece to begin with when that happens. However, I want to know what you think and how you deal with that. Well, I try to treat these pieces as more like a marathon instead of a sprint. So you'll see today, it's a Sunday morning. How much work do you think I'm gonna get done in the Presto? Probably not much. But that's the thing, if you look at any one of these sessions, since I've been working on BWV 1001, I don't get a whole lot done. Especially if you look at the early episodes where I was working on the Adagio in the beginning. I would say these goals alright, my goal is one measure. You just kind of build on that over weeks and months. So I think it helps to not put too much pressure on yourself to learn too much too fast. You just try to learn at any speed, and you can even take a week off or even a month off. Learning pieces like this, they're not short-term goals. They're big picture. I would like to have these pieces performance ready by the end of this year. So I don't always maintain motivation. I've been more excited to practice than I am now. I'm honestly not that excited to get to it. Again, I'm just showing up. I know how important it is to keep that habit. If I give in to what I want right now, which is I want to just go on a walk and go outside and just not play guitar right now, that's gonna start becoming a habit, and I really want to avoid that because I know deep down practicing guitar every day is who I am. It's who a lot of you are too, so don't let that voice stop you from being who you are. Don't let the outside world call you to them. This is where you belong, the piano bench. Don't listen to the voices. I don't always maintain motivation, but I keep the habit. And now there might even be a day where I take a break. I probably on average practice 6 days a week. But the amount of practice sessions that I have is greater than the number of days that pass, which I think is good enough. So I guess in short, I don't maintain motivation, but I do maintain consistency, and I'm okay with dips in performance. I'm saying I'm not gonna do that much, I might. You never know when you sit down on the bench and just start banging it out. Things start coming out nicely, and feels good. You guys like fishing? Sometimes when you go out and fish, you just have a bad feeling about it, and you're I'm not gonna catch anything. I didn't catch anything yesterday. Then you cast that line, and you get the big one, the big catch, and then it's that was the best fishing day of my life. So maybe the moral is to lower your expectations for what your guitar goals are. There will be good sessions and there will be bad sessions, and you kind of have to plow through the bad sessions to get to the good ones again. And remember, whenever you're having a good session, there will always be a bad session to accompany it. Nothing is ever perfect. And that goes for everything in life too. If you're ever just generally happy in your life, everything ends. You will be sad again one day. Something terrible will happen, and you'll come out of that too. And when you're sad, same thing. One day you'll be happy again. You're never gonna stay one or the other. So same thing with practicing and motivation. Just try to get through the bad ones and really appreciate the good ones. Alright, so hopefully that's something. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get to practicing now, so I will see you there. Alright, y'all ready for this? We're about to practice. So I'm gonna start with the fugue, just to warm my fingers up. Actually, no, I'm gonna start with scales, because remember I said that? So, I'll see you on the other side. Alright, I think I've practiced enough for this morning, so let me play a little something for you. I've been working a lot on the Presto, and the Sora Mozart variation, actually. I've been a good boy with that. I'm working on it, you'll see, that'll be an extravaganza. But I want an extra day before I play that for you, so I'm just gonna play through the whole fugue, how about that? And then we will call it a dizzy day. Yay. Well, a morning. Alright, here it is, one shot. This is my moment. My IC turned on. Ruined it. It's fine, it doesn't matter. Let me turn that off. Alright, yeah, that's where the fugue is. That was, I did one false start, just because I didn't like how the first note sounded, but that was basically the first take. There were a few moments where I didn't know if I would make it out without, like, pausing, and there was one place where I just had the slightest hiccup. But that's okay, like, my focus felt pretty good through that. My interpretation was probably like a 5 out of 10. I feel like I could have been more intense with it, but it's okay. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I answered a question. I'm gonna start doing that just to soften my workload for a little bit. I've been a little overworked. Let's wrap it up here. Let's go to the outro. Alright, well, you know, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, all that stuff. And I'm opening up lessons to YouTube viewers, so if you're interested in that, check the description. You'll see where to find me and some details about how I do things. And if you have any questions about anything, be sure to leave a comment. I'll answer it in the chair at some point. Yeah, that's a thing that I do. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap it up here. So, I'll see you tonight.